Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do our March 23rd, just for today, in a meditation. In the description down below, you will see the online 24/7 marathon meeting for NA that I do service work on. We're having our 4th-year anniversary today. There will be a speaker every hour. Now, so if you need something to do, pull up that Zoom ID. The passcode is 1953 when NA got started. It's easy to remember. And have a good time today. There's going to be people from all over the world sharing today. So I hope you enjoy that. The title of the meditation is God's Gifts. We do the footwork and accept what's being given to us freely on a daily basis. That comes from our basic text, page 47. Our relationship with our higher power is a two-way street. In prayer, we speak and God listens. When we meditate, we do our best to listen for the will of our higher power. We know that we are responsible for our part of the relationship. If we do not pray and listen, we shut our higher power out of our lives. When we think about our relationship with our higher power, it's important to remember which one we are. The powerless one. We can ask for guidance. We can ask for willingness or strength. We can ask for knowledge of our higher power's will, but we cannot make demands. The God of our understanding, the one with the power, will fulfill that half of the relationship by giving us exactly what we need when we need it. We need to take action every day to keep our relationship with a higher power alive. One way we do this is by applying the 11th step. Then we remember our own powerlessness and accept the will of a power greater than ourselves. Just for today, in my relationship with my higher power, I am the powerless one, remembering who I am. Today, I will humbly accept the gifts of the God I understand. What a marvelous meditation. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. So we're talking about God's gifts to us. We're talking about being able to receive from God direction, provision, correction, with a level of humility that is not really normal for us, right? We're talking about having a tool or a strategy or a plan for making sure that happens. Now, I don't mean to minimize a relationship with anyone or a relationship with God. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's just so simple. But what I am saying is that this 11th step tells us through prayer and meditation that we maintain conscious contact with the God of our own understanding, right? Asking for knowledge of his will for us and the power and strength to carry it out. So there's two sides. There's an A and a B side to this step. There's your God, your higher power, and then there's you. The plan, the strategy, the tool that's been given is prayer and meditation. Once that is initiated, this maintaining of conscious contact with your HP, right? With God. Once that is initiated, there is and should be and always will be a consequence, a reaction. There will be a manifestation of that work, right? Of that contact. Now, will it always look the way you want it? Will your answer always look the way that you thought it should? Probably not, because I don't believe my God is interested in making sure that I'm pleased with every direction. I think that my God is more interested in what is in my best interest. What are the things that I think I know compared to the things that my God already knows about today, the just for today that I'm always thinking about, right? Should be the tomorrow that I'm always projecting about and worrying about and should not be. The God of my own understanding already knows that. So the God of my understanding is in the best position to give the best direction just for today that I need. And it's not always going to look like what I think it should, because I'm working with limited knowledge. I'm a human being. I'm working with limited knowledge. On my best day, I cannot project what other people will or will not do. I can tell you that tomorrow I'm planning to wake up. I'm going to do the podcast. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do such and such. I can tell you what I'm planning to do, but I cannot tell you between now and the next 24 hours all of the people that I will be encountering and what they will or will not do. And a lot of what I do is going to be dependent upon the actions or lack of action of people around me. I drive 30 minutes to go to work every day, planning to have the most beautiful day. I don't ever show up with it in mind that this is going to be a very rough day. If I say it's going to be a rough day, it's because of how my body is feeling, not because of how my mind is feeling, right? I don't ever show up to counsel people with a defeated mindset. Never. But there's, on any given day, another 10 people, including office staff. There's at least 10 other people that are also having their days take place. And I cannot project or predict what they will bring to my doorstep. I cannot. And so for me to go in and think that it's just going to be the most beautiful day, it probably will be. But I'm going to be engaging other people with their own issues, their own mindsets, and I am expected to be responsible and integral enough to respond in a manner that is at least amicable, at least. So even in prayer and meditation, the reason I position myself to maintain this 11th step, maintain this conscious contact is because I can't predict, barely can predict what I'll do, but I definitely cannot predict what other people will or will not do. Right? And so I need direction. I need help. I'm not the one bringing the power in this step. Right? Oh, I have some power, right? Right? That's the B part of this 11th step, right? Asking knowledge of God's will for me and the power and the strength to carry it out. I mean, why would I ask for it if I don't ever expect that I will have the ability to actually do it? Right? So we get some power, we get some capability, but it's limited in comparison to our God, right? It's enough to do what I'm being asked to do, what I need to do. It's not enough to control everything and everyone around me. That's misuse of power. But to have the power to do God's will for me, right? Yeah. If I know what to do, I would like to have the power to be able to do it. I can self-will a lot of stuff, but I don't really need to anymore. I really don't. I can self-will. I mean, I admit, I self-will sometimes getting up out of bed, right? But I don't need to. We are in the best position today to have a relationship with the God of our own understanding and to position our minds and our hearts where we can actually receive direction and strength to be able to follow and walk things out today. This is a life that I never dreamed possible. So to all of you that are listening this morning, I just want to greet you. Thank you for listening. I want to tell you that one of God's greatest gifts that you will ever have is the ability to know what you're supposed to be doing, what you need to do, when you need to do it. And not only that, the strength, the power to actually do it. There's no defeatism in that. That is positive in so many ways. I felt defeated so many days because I had an idea of what I needed to do. And I go to do it, come to find out I wasn't supposed to be doing that at all. Right? I was high and got my signals crossed. And then I have to deal with the disappointment that I was creating in others of myself and that feeling of being defeated and ashamed. Today, that's not my life. So if you're listening, whoever you are out there, thank you for listening. And I hope that you have benefited this morning from this meditation. And I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose. I plan to. Talk to you tomorrow.